Oh my goodness, dude.
Check this out, guys. So before this video gets started, we have a huge announcement to make. 2x entries are officially live at goonzquad.com. That's gonna increase your chances even more. And this truck is just looking better than ever. 2022 Chevrolet 2500 High Country Duramax plus $15,000 cash is up for grabs. So definitely be sure to visit goonzquad.com. Check out all the official rules, grab some gear, get automatically entered, and you might just be the lucky winner of this whole entire setup.
Oh man. I mean, I engineer drew it in my head pretty much right here, and it just didn't work. Oh my, or somebody vandalized.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are here at the new Goonzquad garage, and today we're going to continue working on our 2021 Ford Bronco Wild Track. And as you guys seen in the previous video, we took that sucker to the McDonald's, got a little what'd you get, a Big Mac or a fry?
Just two cheeseburgers,
Two cheeseburgers, and we made it back over here. We got it straight up on this frame machine, and now it is officially ready to start doing some frame work. Of course, we actually got to first tear apart a few things, tear off that door right there, this fender, and then we're gonna start getting at all these mangled pieces, start getting at those structural pieces. I really don't know how far we're gonna go into there, but you know what? We got all the parts to do so, so it should be a pretty smooth process, to be honest with you.
100%. I mean, we're just gonna be focused in this general area, and it's not like we're pulling a roof off. We already did that.
Yes.
It's simple.
That's the perfect thing about these types of builds where the roof is just completely removable. It makes it a lot easier to actually work with it like this. But anyways, once we get all this stuff finished up, guys, we got a bunch of aftermarket stuff that's gonna start pouring in, and we're gonna make this thing one of the best looking two-door Broncos you have ever seen. And of course, it's gonna be off-road capable as well, dude.
100%. So we got some pretty epic ideas coming for this thing, and parts as well, dude.
Exactly. But before we actually start digging into this thing, what we want to do right quick is actually run up to the new Goonzquad house up on the mountain. We're gonna take care of a few little things right quick because the weather is beautiful. So we want to just do the rest of the dirt work, install some appliances, and I think that's it. Then we're gonna come back over here, get straight to work on this Bronco, and get some things done. Alrighty, guys, so check this out. So all the dirt work in the backyard is pretty much done. There was a lot of grading that we did right here. As you can tell, we had to slope that steep hill down a lot better. That way the water travels perfectly, and we sloped this whole entire area, brought a bunch of dirt right here and sloped it all the way down the hill, trying to see exactly where everything is looking like. I mean, we're pretty much just eyeing the floor and make sure there's no flat spots or standing water can occur, but pretty much that is all of it. I mean, all we got left is just topsoil, a couple inches of topsoil. That's going to be the last step where you actually just level everything out perfect.
Yep,
you know?
100%. But for the most part, dude, that was a lot of grading right there, a lot of cutting, a lot of moving of dirt, and you got it sloped all the way down that way right there. The water is just going to flow away from the house, and tomorrow I think we're actually going to get 10 more loads of some topsoil. So that's a lot, dude.
That's the first load. So that's the first loads of topsoil. We'll see how that stuff done. We even probably need to get a smooth bucket
instead of that tooth bucket that we have, because that tooth bucket is mainly for like rough dirt, like this type of stuff. But the smooth bucket is going to be perfect for topsoil. So we'll see, you know, we'll see how it works.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just give it a shot, and then if we have to, we'll go rent either a smooth bucket or buy it. But we didn't cover that up right there because we have this thick line that we threw in. So this thick line right here is for the fire suppression system, and like we couldn't, I guess this is like a little bit of a bigger hose that goes into that hose. Couldn't find the proper connection, but we'll take care of that later.
Yeah, no big deal. Plumber will probably come out here and have a special attachment, or we may find something, but pretty much that's why we didn't mess with this area, because the septic, we'll have to get all that by hand. But pretty much, dude, look how good it looks. It's all finally sloped down, leveled. I mean, we got all this dirt right here covered up, so no more pipe sticking out of the ground over here. Of course, we got to fix that up a little bit, but that's probably after we finish raising that wall up right there around that well.
Yeah, we're gonna raise it up another 4 feet or so right there, which we actually had a little issue with that wall right there. We had to actually get an engineered drawing of that, so the city came out. Yeah, of that right there. It wasn't this wall over here, which I'm surprised.
I'm surprised that an engineer draw this wall, because this wall, man.
I mean, I drew it in my
head.
In my head, pretty much right here, and it just didn't work. Oh dude. My! Or somebody vandalized it. I think somebody vandalized it, dude.
Easily, the water probably vandalized this thing, dude.
Guys, before you guys say I told you so. Now you guys can go ahead and say it, because we should have listened. Honestly, I think.
I mean, it was our first time building a wall, so we didn't really like pay attention to anything. You know, we did a little bit of Google searches. We thought this wall wasn't tall enough to even fall or something like that, but it got pretty tall towards the end.
It got super tall, and I guess that soil just got super soaked with water, and it slowly started compacting and moving this way, and then it compressed that gravel, and then the wall just popped over. I would have loved to see it happen,
dude,
to be honest.
If you had a camera out here, that would have been crazy. I wonder if it gradually all fell or slowly fell, but that's pretty crazy right there. I would think that all that gravel that we put there will allow the water to just go through the blocks, but I guess that's not how it works, dude.
Yeah, I think we're gonna rebuild this wall right here, but this time we're gonna remove all that dirt, or a good bit of this dirt right here, and we're gonna put down some geogrid. Geogrid is supposed to go like every 3 feet, and it's like this metal mesh that holds everything together.
Yeah, it goes like 6 foot out or 10 foot out that way. That way the dirt goes on top of it. It doesn't fall out, but that ain't too difficult. We'll just cut back on some of this gravel. I believe the bottom section is still intact, so we'll just start from there.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that was the hardest part to start. But anyways, guys, we're gonna quickly collect all this right here, get it to the side, because we have the dump trucks that are gonna come by probably through here tomorrow.
Yep.
And then after this, I think we're gonna run inside and toss in the refrigerator, dude.
Toss in the fridge.
Alrighty guys, so we just got done cleaning up all the blocks outside where that retaining wall has fallen. We stacked them up on a pallet, put them to the side. Then we hopped inside where we installed the rest of our Z-Line appliances. And I gotta say, I am absolutely blown away with just the look of them, the feel of them, just the quality. Look at this oven right here. This range is absolutely beautiful with all the gold accents right here, all the gold knobs. Dude, if you open and close this, dude, you can just feel the quality in the hinge right there. You got the gold legs on the bottom, dude, a bunch of just amazing details. You got the gold up in here, dude. That's just epic right there, dude. Can't wait to fire that sucker up, throw just a big old steak on it right there, and let it get nice and just smoky in here, because you know what? We got the perfect thing to get rid of that smoke, and that's that Z-Line hood. You just basically just hit this button right here, and you crank it up all the way to, let's say, 4, and this whole house is just going to prepare for liftoff. You feel the house lifting up, dude?
I can feel it sucking the air out of here, dude.
Dude, that's just awesome right there. Super high powered. We'll turn that sucker off right there. But also, we just threw in this refrigerator right here. This sucker is just absolutely beautiful with the gold handles on it as well. Let me just go ahead and crack that sucker open. Dude, it just feels so smooth. And you hear that little dee-dee-ding? That's a quality ring right there, dude.
That means you can't sneak in the fridge at night, dude.
That's true right there. I'm gonna have to turn that chime down because I'm gonna be sneaking some snacks. But anyways, guys, look at these drawers right here as well. Dude, such a smooth, just this roll, you know what I mean, dude? It just feels so good right there. So that's pretty much it for the refrigerator. You guys already seen this right here, but look at this. I didn't show you guys this. Just hit a button right there. This slides clean open, dude.
Put a hot pocket in there.
Put a hot pocket in there, close it up, dude. That is pretty cool. And the whole setup in here is pretty unique. You got this, what do you call this? Air fryer, pretty much.
Convectional oven or something like that.
Convection oven, and then we got another oven, 2 turkeys at a time at one
Easily,
time.
dude.
Thanksgiving is going to be lit right there. But you know what, guys? That's pretty much it for the interior of this house. We got a bunch of stuff knocked out on the exterior as well. This sucker will be finished up here really soon. But anyways, let's head back to the shop and get to work on that Bronco.
All right, guys, so back on the Bronco here, and as you can tell, we just went straight into it and started tearing this thing up for the very first time right here. Pulled off the fender, pulled off the door, which that was pretty difficult because of how jammed it was. Kind of messed up a little bit of our wiring connection here, so we may even end up having to get a little bit of wiring harnesses. But anyways, popped the hood off, popped the headlight, the grill, and all that stuff. Finding a little bit more damage, like a little bit on this pillar, which is nothing too crazy. Just pulled that out, so we may end up even having to pop this bumper off. Gonna have to pop it off anyways because this one's got to go, man. We got to get an aftermarket.
Dude, we're going to throw as much aftermarket parts as we possibly can at this sucker right here. And I'm just sitting right here from this angle, and this sucker kind of looks like a G-Wagon from this angle, dude.
Headlights and all. You may have to do a conversion. Imagine front end looking like a G-Wagon.
Oh, shoot,
That'd be crazy. That'd be expensive. But anyways, the hood ended up being in perfect shape. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. It's a pretty decent looking hood, but I believe there's even better hoods out there.
There is.
We can upgrade a hood, dude.
We might just do that right there. But I'm actually noticing a few Easter eggs on this Bronco right here. They're trying to copy Jeep, but you know what? I think they might.
They have Jeep beat on the Easter eggs.
They do, don't they? Right here.
100%.
Go ahead and show them, dude.
First of all, the inner fender. I didn't even think much of it until you actually noticed that. But right here,
ever so slightly, dude.
It's like an indentation that says,
"Lift me, baby."
Lift me, baby. And I guess when you're doing lift kits, you do pull off the inner fenders. They knew somebody's gonna pull this off and just gonna convince them to lift this thing.
Dude, that is pretty cool right there. And we're definitely lifting this sucker up. I guess that was the only Easter egg I noticed, and then that's not even an Easter egg. That's just a cool decal of the wall track.
There's other little Easter eggs, like it says just accessory ready, like pretty much everywhere. I guess you can just throw accessories on this thing, but that one's probably the coolest one. Lift me, baby. I didn't even think of a dealership would actually, or a company like Ford will tell people to lift their vehicles. You know what I mean?
Dude, they should put it on the turbo. Upgrade me, baby.
Dude, they need to, dude. 100%, dude. Suspension too. They need to put all that stuff.
That's right here. But anyways, guys, moving on to this interior. Of course, we're probably gonna have to remove a lot of it because we're noticing how nasty this damage is. Right?
This damage just punched pretty good right here, and as you can tell, it kind of cracked some of this interior. Got the dash kind of jammed up in there, so we may end up having to remove basically the whole entire interior if we have to, you know, just to get back there, do some hammering and stuff like that, because it pushed in right here, and also it did a little bit of creasing right here. As you can tell, it's like all creased up. It's not this whole entire thing that's dented. It's kind of supposed to be like that, but it is pretty dented as well, dude.
But luckily this is all, I think, steel, so it should be very easy to work with, and most of it can be straightened out, dude.
Most of it can be just welded on. That's what we're gonna do, is probably weld tabs on and pull most of this stuff out, and whatever we were gonna replace, we're gonna replace that. We definitely have this entire skin, definitely probably gonna throw that on there, but other than that, other stuff in here could be just possibly saved, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. So right now, I guess we're just gonna keep on moving, rip apart a few more things, and just see how bad it gets.
Let's do it.
Guys, so check this out. We basically got this whole entire interior completely gutted, and we got that done within like 30 minutes, dude. That's pretty crazy. This interior has been an absolute breeze. The seats, the center console, all the rest of the panels, and the main reason why we took it apart was to kind of inspect this floor pan right here. And if you look at it from this angle right here and you close one eye, dude, it doesn't look too bad down there, dude. I think that's very pullable.
That's it, man. I think it'll pull out once we start pulling all this stuff out. That ain't nothing right there, dude.
Honestly, dude, we've seen a lot worse. Yes. You know what I mean? So that's actually not too scary right there. It is pretty bad, but I think since this sucker is steel, we can weld to it no problem and just yank that clean out, dude.
Easily. That's the good thing about this build right here is we can basically weld that bracket right there to anything and start pulling stuff and get it straight.
Exactly, and I think we're actually about to attempt that just to see how everything pulls out. But dude, so far this Bronco has been a breeze to work on. I want to show you guys how some of the other stuff comes off, like this fender flare right here. I think we already talked about it, but I'm going to show you guys how to do. You got some little twist tabs on it right there, and just a little yank, and you're off-road ready, dude.
Dude, that is awesome how they made that so simple. So you can just pop those off before you get on like a trail and stuff and have way more clearance, dude.
Dude, that's very true. That's pretty cool. And I believe even this quarter panel is all on bolts right there, and you just pop it off. You know, if you bump up against a rock, scrape a rock or something, dude,
get a new one, throw it on there,
slap it on there, you are good to go. But man, look at all this interior, dude. A lot of interior just scattered all over the place. So the next thing is going to be probably to remove that dash, which I think we're going to save that for the next video. Right now, we're going to try to work with this sucker with a dash in there because, of course, the dash is the most difficult. So if it comes out, maybe we'll have a lucky thing where we don't have to pop that out.
Yeah.
We'll just see how it goes. I say we go ahead, bring in the welder, bring in some hydraulics, some chains, and see if we can yank some stuff out.
Oh my goodness.
goodness, dude.
Man, we got some pulls going, and dude, the floor is looking a lot better,
Dude, that sucker is just yanking that clean out with ease, and you're barely even throwing any welds, and it's just pulling out, or your welds are just super strong.
They're pretty strong, but that welder's pretty good too, you know, the HTP. But anyways, dude, we're just moving right along. I mean, there's a lot more pulls, obviously, but we are just working with it, seeing how it moves, seeing how the whole entire Bronco is moving, see what we need to strap it down anywhere else. Basically, these are just test pulls, and they're actually doing some amazing progress. Look at the floor right here. Wow. Remember that big old crease? It's already a lot better. Obviously, it's going to need a lot more, but dude, it's looking good. It's looking promising, dude.
Exactly. It's so much better. And we did throw some more chains like in that area over there and also over here. And the thing about this build right here is it's on a frame.
Yep.
Plus the tub is on some rubber bushing. So we had to strap down the frame plus the tub, right?
Plus the tub, yeah. So, you know, you usually strap it down by the pinch welds. Here we got a frame. So we're trying to just see what's better, you know, pinch welds or the actual frame rail. So we're just working with it right now. You know, we're working it, we're massaging it, pulling it. It's coming out. It's looking good, dude.
But guys, that's actually going to be a wrap for today's video. We're super happy how this Bronco is just coming together pretty much. I think it's going to be done before you know it, and some aftermarket parts are going to be thrown on this thing. This sucker is just going to be absolutely epic. And also, as for the house, I know sometimes you guys just want us to focus on the Bronco build, but this is some really important stuff for us, so we really want to just go out there and knock some of that stuff out, but also include this Bronco. So don't worry, guys, the house is almost done and this Bronco is just moving super fast, but definitely be sure to drop all your comments and thoughts down below. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.